100% project is dreams. The reason I chose this is because for most of my life I've had some pretty strange dreams, and I wanted to understand like why this is happening. So everybody dreams. It is estimated that for about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours a night you dream, but 98% of the dreams that you have at night are forgotten by the time you wake up. So for my project, my goal was to find out like what is going on in the brain, why is it happening, and what do the dreams that you're having mean. So dreams started being recorded around 3,000 and 4,000 BCE, and they started to be recorded on clay tablets. In the Greek and Egyptian era, dreams were thought to be relating to religion or messages from God and the dead. The Egyptians even had a book of dreams that they had about 108 dreams in them with corresponding emotions. And so back then, a lot was not known about dreams, and that's kind of the same as now because scientists are still learning about the brain. There's not really a way to test what's going on. You can see like the brain waves that are happening when you sleep, but there's no way to really like see. So we can't be 100% sure on why they're happening, and yeah. So there are these things called brain waves that are like signals that are sent in the brain. Basically what they are, they're pulses of masses and neurons, and they send signals to your body to keep it asleep. So as Lizzie McGuire once said, this is what dreams are made of. So there are 5 stages of sleep. The first stage is when muscle activity slows, and that's about 4 to 5% of your sleep. And then the second one is there's no eye movement, and there's very few and rapid brain waves, and that's about 45 to 50% of your sleep. Then there's the third stage where there are delta brain waves with very slow brain waves with a few fast ones mixed in. And then the fourth stage is when only delta brain waves, which are like big brain waves, are happening, and that's when you're in a deep sleep, which is about 12 to 15% of your sleep. And then there's the fifth stage, which is REM, rapid eye movement, and that's your dreaming phase. So that's where all the dreams happen. So as you dream, most of your brain is active, or like it doesn't really change from when you're awake. But the most active parts of the brain, there's the amygdala, which has to do with negative emotion, and that can be found most active during nightmares and having to do with when you have like stressful dreams. Then there's the prefrontal cortex, which is right here, and the hippocampus, which has to do with memories within dreams. So that's why you see things in your dreams that you have seen in normal life. Then there's the pituitary gland, which produces hormones as you sleep to keep your body resting. There's also the brainstem has a lot of activity because it's a pathway for the signals in rapid eye movement. There's also the hypothalamus, which controls your body temperature, which is also helping you sleep. And then there's the cerebellum, which has to do with how you're processing your dreams and your emotional responses in the dreams. So there are some modern theories for dreaming, and there have been a few sleep studies done. One of them was by Sigmund Freud, and he found that the interpretations of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious mind activities. And so basically what that means is that what's happening in your brain, like you can't tell, so recording dreams and trying to figure out like what they mean can help you find out like what's going on as you're asleep. There was also a study in the 1950s by Nathaniel Kleitman, and he found that sleepers that were woken during the 5th stage of sleep, which is rapid eye movement, can remember their dreams better. So there are a few different types of dreams. There's, which I'm sure you have all experienced, there's falling dreams, which is like when your body is like that. There's dreams that a lot of people have also experienced, which is like taking a test that you're not prepared for. And that can mean that that you're like feeling like out of control, and that like you need to, if you have an upcoming test, that is usually common. There's also food dreams, which mean that like you're hungry for new information and that you should try to like experience more. There's also dreams that you're flying, and that can mean that that you're feeling a lot of confidence in your waking life, and that can be a good thing. There's also sleep paralysis, which can be a form of anxiety, and you should try to like de-stress. Another common dream is nudity, which can mean that you're feeling very like exposed, and that you should kind of try to focus yourself on yourself more. And another common dream is having dreams of people that you don't really know about, and that can mean that you're feeling detached and that you should try to like reconnect yourself. So I sent out a survey for our freshman class to see like what kind of dreams people are having and ask people to tell me about their dreams. So the most common dream was being chased, and being chased is a form of anxiety, so which kind of makes sense because I hear a lot around our grade that our grade is really stressed out, and so being chased can be a sign that you need to kind of de-stress. And another very popular one was the falling, which is also anxiety. And so some ways to fix that is that before you go to sleep, you can calm down and try to like take a few minutes to either stretch or just relax a little bit before going right to sleep. You can also try to turn off your phone, which I know is very hard, before bed. And not eating before bed is also a good idea too, to try to make sure that you're not having very strange dreams. Sleeping in a cool and dark area too is also a good idea. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, one thing did well, and one thing that needs to work on. Quickly.
Your slides were very well organized. It was really nice to look at the pictures, and they related very well to what you were talking about. I would just like